Besides the elders, we haven't handled cash regularly in years. That's just the reality now. Today, let's talk about the different ways you will be paying for things in Shanghai. Yes, cash is still accepted, and legally, it can't be refused. So carrying some cash isn't a bad idea, especially if you haven't figured out the other options yet. Chinese banknotes range from 100 RMB bills down to 0.01 RMB coins. Actually, it's quite easy to spend hundreds of RMB in a day. Coins? They barely buy things and are bothering to carry around. If you must use cash, a few red bills should do. In big malls or chain stores, using cash usually won't be an issue. But in smaller shops, street vendors, or private transactions, they often won't have change. Instead, you will probably see a QR code at the register, because in China, e-wallets are king. What about credit cards? It's a similar story. Big shopping malls will have POS, but most small businesses either don't accept foreign cards like Visa or MasterCard, or they avoid them due to high transaction fees. They've simply got cheaper, easier options. The government is aware of this challenge for tourists. In major tourist areas like Nanjing Road, stores are increasingly equipped with POS, support international card. But if you really want to experience the real Shanghai, like the previous video I shared, you will be venturing outside those areas, and that's where things get tricky. The answer is mobile payment apps. The two giants are WeChat Pay and Alipay. WeChat is a messaging app that supports payments. Alipay is a payment tool that happens to have a chat function, but we rarely use it. I recommend Alipay for travelers. You can register with your passport and like a Visa or MasterCard. Then simply pay with your phone. No need for cash at all. There are two ways to pay. First, scan the merchant's QR code, type in the amount, and tap pay. The second way is show your pay or collect QR code so the merchant can scan it. Please notice that Alipay for foreigners doesn't support peer-to-peer transfers, so sending money to individuals still has to go through a bank. As I mentioned in a previous video about public transportation, for the subway or buses, just open Alipay, tap on the transport section, and a scannable QR code will appear. Hold it up to the turnstile camera. Done. This is also why you won't find manned ticket booths and paper tickets are only used by a small group. Alipay also works for buying tickets, online shopping, and even hospital visits. In fact, China's mobile payment system has gone beyond its early role model, PayPal. While living in Europe, I noticed people use another way to pay, that is NFC, tap to pay. And although more malls in Shanghai now accept Apple Pay and other international and NFC wallets, these are still minority options. WeChat and Alipay are simply too dominant. In this field, there is some debate here as well. Some people argue scanning QR codes isn't very fast and NFC is more efficient. Others say QR codes are better because they require less advanced hardware. Personally, I think QR payments caught on first, so that became the habit. The market just followed. In Shanghai, your day might start with paying for breakfast using your phone, then scanning a code to ride the subway to work, doing some online shopping during lunch, and maybe buying tickets before heading out in the evening. Even splitting bills with friends or calling a rideshare. It's all done via mobile payments. You could go days without touching cash, but you definitely can't go a day without your phone. Of course, we didn't invent the internet, smartphones, or mobile payments, But in terms of adaptation and application, it's taking things to the next level. That said, this level of convenience comes with trade-offs. When soft enforcement becomes the norm, it starts to feel like monopoly. People who can't or won't adapt may even feel left behind. So in today's world, paying isn't just a behavior like it was thousands of years ago. It's part of a much bigger shift. What's the most interesting or unusual payment method you've ever used? Do you think mobile payments are the future, or are we losing something important? Like, share, and drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think.